Cavaliers to start out. We are in for a treat in this matchup, Greg, with two conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
It's good from long range. Jackson's got the first points up on the board for the Pistons.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Mitchell, banked in off the glass.
Well, you get a sense of the touch that Donovan Mitchell has as part of his arsenal. Inside the painted area, he can finish with either hand. That's a pretty play.
Now here's Jackson, coming off a stellar performance against Milwaukee.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Here's Garland. 17 points in his last outing. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And Doris for Darius Garland, playing point guard, runs in the family.
That's exactly right, Kevin. Think about it. His father, Winston Garland, played 7 seasons in the NBA. And while Darius has always wanted to follow in his father's footsteps, Winston will be the first to tell you that young one is already better.
And here is Mitchell after the three-pointer from Jackson. A floater for 3. Love. You can't get that one. The Pistons go the other way with it. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
So it's the Cavaliers now, following the 3 from Jackson. Stevens, the pass to Mobley. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
If you're going to roll as the screen setter, as Evan Mobley does there, you got to be able to catch and finish. He does just that.
Inside, Jackson trying to break free. And it's Bagley that time on the assist by Jackson.
Impressive. 5 straight makes. Love the play calling here.
Garland with it. Now defended by Cunningham. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here.
There are high school refs better than you guys. Way better.
At the line for the Cavaliers, Garland, Darius, Garland. One shot.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
They throw good. Garland. For Garland, he put in the work, and it all came together for him, GA.
And his shooting reached a tipping point. It was given the keys as a playmaker, and this is a great situation for him where he's made the most of it. They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And it's blocked, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by for Detroit. Noel's checked in for Bagley. Burks comes in for Sadiq Bey. And Ivy subbed in for Cunningham. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Ricky Rubio checked in for Donovan Mitchell. Now, here's Rubio. And it's Isaiah Stewart with the foul. GA, it wasn't long ago that the Cavs were an afterthought in the NBA.
Well, not anymore. I mean, Cleveland has a tremendous young roster. They play some of the toughest D in the NBA, and they're only going to get better in the years to come.
Bagley and Stewart make up the inside pair. Cade Cunningham out there with Jackson, and it's Burks in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Detroit right now. There's Jackson with the 3. Can't hit that one. And so it's Mobley with it. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Pistons team.
And they'll be doing their best to establish superiority over this club, something they failed to do a year ago.
Cunningham passes to Bagley. Bagley with a screen on Mitchell. Loud pass to Bagley. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Karis LeVert has become one of the game's best slashers. He says, honestly, I just go to the front of the rim and work on different spins. Getting more comfortable with both hands and finishing. Kyrie Irving did that when he was younger, and that's one of the ways he became a great finisher. Kevin, back to you.
He is a great finisher. David, thanks. He's studying the greats, and it's paying off. And here is Garland. After the three-pointer from Jackson. Mitchell. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Jackson kicks to Burks. Back to Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Cunningham gets the bucket.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
To the middle. Here's Mobley. Bagley with the block.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooting.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
Another thing they're doing right out of the gates tonight, applying a ton of defensive pressure.
Detroit's gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. Stewart. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Stevens. And another miss by Cleveland. And the Pistons with possession. Right now they're on a 9-0 run.
And when you look at Burks, when he's feeling good, this guy makes an impact.
Well, think about it, GA. Last season was only the second time he's played over 64 games, but he got it. Detroit ahead by 26.
Hey, put your hands together. Make some noise and get loud for the Jabberwockies.
Hi, everyone. Let's start quite often. The player of the month is... And circling back to this first half, fellas, a decisive advantage for the Detroit Pistons. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
A huge bonus. Boy, when he's contributing like this, it makes everything easier for his team.
Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. They've got Darius Garland. Kevin Love out there with Mobley. Then it's Donovan Mitchell, and it's Stevens in at the small forward position. Mitchell against Cunningham. And there's Garland. That's good on the assist by Mitchell. Garland's got 8 points.
I think we think of Donovan Mitchell first and foremost as a scorer, but I love seeing his passing ability come into play.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Outside Garland. Here's Love. No good off the back of the rim. The Pistons shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor. And Greg, beyond the lottery picks, this Pistons team has a lot of young players looking to make a name for themselves.
Second-round picks are guys let go by their first team. There's an underdog quality to the roster. Guys hungry to prove they belong.
Here's Mitchell. Love trying to break loose. Cunningham with some nice D.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Jackson kicks to Bay. Jackson against Garland. Stewart, a screen for Jackson. Rebound, Love.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
Here's Steffens. He's defended by Bay. Stevens, the pass to Mobley. And
Isaiah Stewart. Second personal foul. Substitution on the floor.
MP is making you look like a genius,
Get him,
coach.
MPs.
so it's the Cavaliers now. Now LeVert. 5 points in the game. Over Diallo. And another miss by Cleveland. Jackson looking it over. And again for 3. Buries his 10th.
77. Cavaliers. Give a big round of applause for your Pistons. Substitution on the floor.
Shut him down, MP.
got this, MP.
Shut up now.
Love finds LeVert. Over to the wing. Lee against Garland. Now here's Rubio. Guarded closely. Pass to Love. Trying to end the drought. He lays it in.
Boy, you got to try and do your best to get Kevin Love out of the paint because this guy is so adept at using his frame and his strength to get that kind of inside position.
We've got Durham. Jackson is out there with Lee. Then it's Hamidou Diallo. And it's Stewart in at the center. That's the group for Detroit right now. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
To the inside. And he uses the glass on the layup. Stewart's got his first points of the game.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pistons.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
There's 37 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Mitchell up top. He's guarded by Diallo. Kicks it out to Garland. 4 on the clock. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
Oh, Darius Garland asserting himself, the answer back from distance.
There's Jackson with the 3. Rebound, Love. 15 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Mitchell looking it over. So Detroit takes this one by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got...
93, the Cavaliers, 59. Fans, thanks for coming out tonight. Be sure to have all your belongings with you when you leave. We'll see you again soon.
Congratulations, you guys really pulled away thanks to you finding the bucket. How does it feel?
Man, listen, there's a lot of love on this.
You guys talk about the season as a process. Are you starting to figure...
Yeah, we came up with a lot of intensity defensively and built from there.
You're focusing on exploit defensive breakdowns of perimeter passes.
Hey.
My man, Jake, what you doing here,
Hey,
man?
man, you know I came to see you.
Come on, man. Hey, you probably get all the backstage access, everything.
I mean...
Move and move quickly, and have a player knowledge that can help you if things go down.
So everything has to move faster.
Much faster, and without the time benefit of sizing up the defense each and every time.
Good game, MP.
I told you we'd have a good time.
This was great. This was great.
Good.
Hey, I'm sorry for blowing up on you the other day. This is just... What do you think I'm doing? Giving half effort? Mila.
Okay.
out.
Look, I'm not mad.
I want to talk to you about what's going on with Othello.
What do you mean?
Word travels.
Lightly, yeah. The architectural tour. Oh, nice. I didn't know those two. We are at a sporting event. Bien pensado.
AMP? And what's going on?
Wait, hold on. Jake from State Farm?
Oh, you know I am.
Oh!
Good, MP? He's about to tear it up.
And to the surprise of some league observers, a number of rookies are already making huge contributions, Grant.
And it's so much fun to see these young players stepping up, getting thrown right into the fire, and for good reason. When you have 2 or 3 stars eating up your salary cap, you need the guys on rookie contracts to perform, and they are.
And the Oklahoma City starting 5. Paisley down low with Holmgren. Josh Giddey out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Williams in at the 3, the small forward. MP announced as the NBA Player of the Week. What an honor.
It is, and I must say, a very deserving selection. MP had a great week, and he hopes that play continues tonight.
Here's Holmgren. Stewart defends. Here's Holmgren. Soft touch off the glass.
And Holmgren already has the trust of his teammates, which is why they set screens for him. An unusual skill set for his size. Holmgren can initiate offense from every level on the floor. I mean, his versatility is unbelievable.
Now here's Williams. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. Second chance shot, and it's good on the lay-in.
His instincts are terrific. Williams has a nose for the ball and gets himself into great position.
You expect 7-footers to operate off ball, but Holmgren is just as good with the ball in his hands, Grant.
Yes, he is, B.A. I mean, we've seen him go coast to coast in the open floor, take his defender off the dribble and get to the rim. And if you sag off him, well, he can just rise up and fire.
Now here's Williams. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. Detroit has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. There's Jackson with the three. Hits the trifecta. Jackson's got 6 points.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Holmgren. Bay against Williams. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. Here's the three. And that won't fall for him. He's 0 for 2. Detroit has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Jackson against Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep. The Thunder with the rebound.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Paisley goes in, and it's Bagley with the rebound.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Stewart, screen on Williams. Jackson, pass to Stewart. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
Well, Stewart in the pick and roll is going to give you two things you like. One is a physical screen, and then second, a quick roller into position.
Gilgeous-Alexander, and the foul is called.
Shoot from Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander.
All right, MP, get back in. The question is MP, and there is no answer out there.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. They've got Cunningham, Isaiah Stewart out there with Sadiq Bey. Then it's Amadou Diallo, and it's Jackson in at the point guard position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
Stewart, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Jackson gets the bucket.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Robinson Earl. And no good. Some solid defense from Stewart. To the paint. Here's Diallo. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Defense making it pretty easy for Cade Cunningham here. You can't leave someone wide open on this team.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, guys, the Pistons focusing on improving their scoring. Coach Dwayne Casey said, quote, "This is an offensive league. In today's game, you've got to be able to shoot the three because you can't make enough twos to win. It's tough to defend the three, so you've got to keep that scoreboard moving." Back to you.
Floor spacing at a premium, Allie. Thank you.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Stolen by Giddey. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
It's funny how much the defense has to focus more on not leaving their man. When Giddey has the ball.
Yeah, and despite being the youngest team in the league, the Thunder have been solid defensively the last couple of years. A great sign going forward for this franchise.
Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Here's Robinson Earl. Stewart defends. To the inside. Giddey. Good D by Bey.
And he has not made one shot in this one. Has to be on his mind every time he's pulling up.
Jackson gets the bucket.
He's finally started to settle down here in the second quarter. Just needed to work up a sweat.
Jackson against Gilgeous-Alexander. Giddey with a screen on Jackson. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Drills the baseline jumper. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket of the night.
Gilgeous-Alexander knowing his range that time and finding it.
There's Jackson with the three. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Williams in the post. Covered by Diallo. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Substitution on the floor.
The Pistons trailing. Now here's Jackson. 12 points for him. From deep three-point range. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too...
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's the Thunder. They lead by a bucket. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Welcome, everybody, and a good half underway in this one. The Thunder battling it out tonight.
They've been controlling the glass. I mean, going all out.
Next up, let's see what's going on in the Rookie of the Year race.
Well, I'm not surprised to see Paolo Banchero making this kind of impact. The young fella can do it all.
He fits the mold of the modern-day big. Lots of skill, but plenty of power to his game as well. Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the score.